Alexander Isak has asked for a transfer out of Newcastle. And of course, it's Liverpool who's interested in him. Just when I thought Liverpool wouldn't be able to get any better. Because with the signing of Ekitike, I put Liverpool personally as the favorites to repeat. They just won the Premier League without a striker, and adding Ekitike for me was enough to make them favorites again. But now if we include adding Isak, and I was under the impression that Liverpool was going for either or. So I was happy with Isak staying at Newcastle for the sake of the league, competition. But if he's going to go to Liverpool, that's fucking insane. So now when you look at Liverpool's attack, they have Salah, Florian Wirtz, Ekitike, Gakpo, and now Isak. It's just unreal. And now that puts a lot of these teams competing for the Premier League with proven strikers in one way or another. You have Arsenal, who just signed Watkins, not Prem proven, but obviously killed it in the Portuguese league. You have Liverpool, who got Ekitike, who obviously would be, again, a gamble because he's coming from the Bundesliga, not Prem proven. But now if you had Isak, they now have a Prem proven striker. You have Haaland for City, who's obviously a Prem proven striker. And you have Chelsea with Liam Delap and Joao Pedro, who obviously aren't as good as these other strikers, but they're Prem proven. You know what you're going to get out of them. And then there's United. No Prem proven striker. Just Højlund, who scores 4 goals in 30 some odd matches. I also saw rumors of, I think, Al Hilal interested in Isak and offering something crazy like 500k a week or something absurd, obviously, being in Saudi. But according to Fabrizio, if Newcastle open the doors to an exit, which I think Isak's going to force his way out, and Liverpool sell Luis Diaz, they can bid after direct contact made 10 days ago. So it sounds like it relies on selling Luis Diaz and Newcastle obviously being open to it, but the fact that they're interested means that they're willing to front the money, and selling Luis Diaz, I think they'll obviously bolster their chances in getting him. Honestly, I think he's going to end up signing for Liverpool, and that's pretty fucking annoying because Liverpool is now more than they need to be stacked. Like, I think they should be favorites for every competition they're going to be in. I mean, they were last year with the way they were playing without a striker. Now imagine them with a striker. Like, their squad definitely got at least 10 times better than last year. And then there's also Chelsea interested in Xavi Simons, so Chelsea continues, even after all these signings, to get better. Arsenal just signed a backup center back, so they also continue to add depth to their squad. And again, you have United, not really doing much. And in my opinion, at this point, United needs to get Ollie Watkins. Is he the ideal age for United long term? No. Is he Prem proven? Yes. Is he expensive? Yes. But if United, if they want to compete at this point for top 6, they need something that they know what they're going to get out of it. I think Benjamin Sesko is a great player. Do I think he's what United needs right now? No, I don't. Just because of the fact that it'd be the 3rd gamble in a row. First Højlund, then Xerxes, now Sesko. Just too much gambling on strikers when we know we need someone who's going to for sure score goals in the Prem. And who does that? Ollie Watkins. And with it sounding like Isak is going to leave Newcastle, Newcastle is now getting more informed on Benjamin Sesko. So again, one of United's options probably going to be taken from them. And I don't even want to say taken from them because if they're not actively doing something about it, then it was never even something they were heavily considering doing. But they're looking for a replacement already. That's the issue with United, is that they know they've needed a striker for 2 years now at least. After the first season of Højlund, obviously they didn't expect him to have such a great season, right? Like, first year in the Prem, young guy. Second season, disaster class. Got Xerxes, same type of topic. Not expected to, blow everyone out of the water. But now you're going into this 3rd year from when Højlund got there. 2nd year of Xerxes. We know what they're capable of. We know we need someone who's going to score a fuck ton of goals. We need a striker. And United, obviously they got Cunha, great signing. They got Mbumo, great signing. They still need a striker. And obviously we need a lot more than a striker, but I think a striker should be a priority. But they're just not acting quick enough, honestly. And I think it'll be another season of United not being able to perform. And again, getting top 10 with this current squad would be almost an achievement. I think pushing for top 8, considering how competitive the league is going to be this next season, top 6 would be a dream for United. And that's pretty shitty to say as a United fan. And realistically, there isn't that many strikers on the market. Watkins was a striker on the market, got bought. Sesko on the verge of, what it looks like, going to Newcastle. Isak going to Liverpool. So of these strikers that score a lot of goals, there's not really much that are available. I would say the last one is Ollie Watkins. And if I'm not mistaken, Aston Villa does need to sell players. Do I think they would want to sell Ollie Watkins? Not necessarily, no. But if they're forced to sell, I think that's who United should be going for. Calvert-Lewin's not going to cut it. I mean, as simple as that. Nicholas Jackson, way overvalued, not worth the money. I'd rather pay less money for someone older who we know is going to score goals today. And if I'm Amorim, I would want the same thing. It's too high risk for his job to not get someone who he knows is going to score a lot of goals. So if I'm United, that's exactly what I would be doing.